Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors like today's guest, Jeff Jones of Advanced Business Brokers, to help business owners enjoy more personal freedom, grow their companies faster, and transition ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Welcome to the show, Jeff.
Good morning.
So I'm glad to have you here.
Enjoying being here.
I appreciate your introduction to Steve Levine, too. He was one of our other guests.
Yes,
and
yes, I've known Steve for a number of years. He's very attuned to small business.
Yeah, he sure is. Hey, could you start out and just tell our audience a little bit about your education, your background, your career path up until now?
I have an undergraduate degree from Mankato University, Minnesota. I have a master's degree from Pepperdine University. Getting out of college, my first job was with American Can Company. I was in marketing and sales for them. They ultimately moved me to Houston, around the country actually, starting in Wisconsin and to Florida, and ultimately got me here to Houston. Tried to move me again a couple of times and decided I liked Houston and wanted to stay. So I get into commercial real estate. When you don't have a whole lot of money, you look around to see what you can do, and insurance was one thing, and selling real estate was another. So I decided that I'd try selling real estate. Ended up selling a couple of businesses by accident, and decided I liked that a lot more than I did real estate. So I opened up my first brokerage company, and I've been doing it now for a little over 35 years.
Wow, yeah, good story. So people that know you the best, you and I just met, how do you think they would describe you personally? Your friends or relatives? Or?
Oh, I think, I'd hope that they would think well of me, that I'm a hard worker, I follow through on what I do. I have a lot of energy. I typically start in the morning around 9, and I oftentimes leave the office 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, go home, watch TV, or read books till 2 in the morning. Get up and go back to work. So, in fact, I seem to have a lot more energy in the evening than I do during the day sometimes. So, but I do work many hours. But when you work that long, you better like what you do, and I pretty much love what I do. So, I work hard and I follow through pretty well to get things done.
Okay, good. Advanced Business Brokers, can you explain all the services they offer?
We're primarily a business brokerage firm. We handle the sale of small to mid-sized companies. We'll deal with owners in the sense of talking to them about exiting from their business from various ways. We'll discuss various ways they can exit from that business. We'll discuss the valuation of their business. Oftentimes, when they find out what the value of their business is, they're not as anxious to sell as they might have been otherwise. Fair market value, frankly, is rarely enough to motivate somebody to want to sell. They have to first want to sell for some legitimate reason, and then the market value is what it is. And so I can help those people determine what that value should be. Once I find an owner who wants to sell and we put our package together, I get over 200 people a month contact my office every month who think they want to get into business for themselves. We call them closet entrepreneurs. They're dreamers for the most part. Less than 5% of those people ever buy anything, but I've got to be nice to 200 people a month to find 5% who have the two critical ingredients to get into business: money and guts. And money isn't always the limiting factor, and more often than not, it's guts. There's a sign in my office that says, and ultimately you can analyze a business to death, but you have to make a leap of faith. You can look long enough, you're going to find something wrong with most anything, but sooner or later you have to make that decision that I can get it done. And when you make that leap of faith, you'll ultimately get into business and usually be successful.
Good information. What do you think differentiates Advanced Business Brokers from some of the other business brokerage firms?
Probably the experience. Been doing this for over 35 years now. I have an opportunity to talk to a lot of business owners to see what makes them tick. That's one of the reasons I enjoy my business. I get a chance to look at a lot of different kind of businesses and find those that are successful, those that are not. And I try to weed out those that are not. Those owners who have called me to think I'm their last great white hope through salvation, they're going to be out of business in a couple of weeks, and they think maybe I can find a buyer at the last minute. That isn't going to happen. But more often than not, they think it's worth millions, and I think it's worth hundreds. And so it's an educational process of educating them as to what the real value of their business is. And oftentimes that dictates whether or not they decide to sell.
Okay. You personally, is there any one thing you like to do more than anything else in Advance?
I enjoy doing the deals. I've had a brokerage company. We had as many as 35 brokers, where I was spending most of my time holding the hands of those people, helping them put deals together. I sold that company about 7 years ago and reopened my company again, where I'm principally involved in getting listings on businesses and dealing with those 200 people that come through a month. So it's the hands-on handling the transaction is what I enjoy.
My next question is going to be where do you get the energy, but I can already tell you like doing this so much that there's the energy.
Well, at 72, yes. I should probably be thinking about retiring, but I'm in reasonably good health, and as long as that's true, I do like what I do, so it's motivating me to get up every morning and deal with those 200 people that are going to come through this month.
Your last question, if you could give a business owner a tip that could either help them enjoy a little more personal freedom, take some time off, grow their company faster, or transition the ownership. In your case, I know it's to a third party most of the time.
Yes.
What would that one tip be?
Try to transition as much of the management of the business to your staff. When somebody looks to buy a business, they're always concerned that if the owner leaves, does that business go away? How much of it, if the owner is the business basically dealing with all the customers, that makes it more personal and a concern to buyers that they might not be able to step in and take over. Whereas if the owner has transitioned a lot of the activities, the management, even including the management to senior staff, senior employees, that makes buyers much more comfortable knowing that there's experienced employees there besides the owner, because he's going to be leaving in a short period of time.
Right.
And so, yes, too many owners try to do everything themselves, and that makes the business, maybe profitable to the owner, but when it comes time to selling it, actually it's a negative aspect.
Okay, great interview. Thank you very much. That was Jeff Jones. He's with Advanced Business Brokers. For more information about Jeff and his firm, please check out the show notes for this episode on our website. Thank you.